In another lifetime, before he became a vengeance-fueled cosmic entity, Frank Castle was just a man, a husband and father whose world was ripped apart the day his wife and children were gunned down before his eyes. That singular tragedy turned him into the Punisher, a relentless executioner waging a personal crusade against crime in all its twisted forms. But that was ages ago. And in the grand expanse of cosmic events, it's barely a footnote, hardly worth remembering. The tale that matters now is something far darker. It's a saga of three infernal forces, and the one desperate soul who bartered with each of them. And like all doomed legends, this one begins where stories go to be forgotten. It begins with Thanos. Frank Castle stood among the final defenders of Earth during its last stand against Thanos. True to form, there's no mention of this battle among the records King Thanos preserved. Maybe it was petty spite that made him leave it out, a refusal to acknowledge the ones who dared resist him. Or maybe it simply slipped his mind. After all, when you're exterminating the cosmos one life at a time, the paperwork tends to suffer. As Frank lay broken, staring up at the death of his world by the mad Titan's hand, Frank Castle had one burning wish.
I would give anything to make that bastard pay.
The universe, ever listening, responded.
Anything?
And so, Frank Castle made his first deal with the devil and became the Ghost Rider, Spirit of Vengeance. But vengeance is hollow when there's no one left to punish. As decades faded into centuries, and centuries stretched into eons, Frank roamed the remnants of existence, undying, alone, and aimless. With no more sinners to burn and no more voices answering his cries, the spirit of vengeance began to unravel. Madness crept in like a slow poison. That's when the Devourer arrived. But Galactus hadn't come to feed or destroy this time. He came in desperation. Hunted to the brink by Thanos, the once proud cosmic force sought refuge on the ruined Earth. He came pleading.
Someone, anyone,
He came for.
help.
But he came too late. The Earth was dust. Its heroes long gone. Its hope extinguished. Frank Castle saw his chance. He told Galactus that Thanos had wiped out everything, and that no outcome would satisfy him more than seeing the Titan undone. He offered a bargain, make him a herald, grant him the power cosmic, and together they would chase down and destroy Thanos. Galactus asked what Frank wanted in return. Frank simply told him that once the job was done, Galactus could consume the Earth. And so, Frank Castle entered into a second deal with the devil, becoming something new, something terrifying. He became the cosmic Ghost Rider. Together, they tore across galaxies, a fiery engine of cosmic vengeance in pursuit of a tyrant who had become legend. For centuries, they raged through space, extinguishing dark empires, each step bringing them closer to the mad Titan. And when they finally found Thanos, the end came swiftly. The Titan crushed their resistance with ease. Broken, but not yet erased, Frank Castle knelt before the being he had longed to destroy. Thanos offered Frank something unexpected: a place at his side. He promised him endless evil to punish, limitless atrocities to judge, if only he joined him. And so, Frank Castle made his third deal with the devil. Frank Castle experienced countless lifetimes of chaos and bloodshed at Thanos' side. Eventually, his journey led him to an unexpected reward. Odin granted him a place in Valhalla. But paradise doesn't suit everyone, and Frank was never one to rest among the honored dead. Sensing his unrest, Odin gave him a choice: go anywhere in space or time. Without hesitation, Frank chose the beginning, Thanos' birth. His goal was simple: end the Mad Titan before he ever became a monster. But when the Ghost Rider unleashed his penance stare on the infant Thanos, something unexpected happened. There was no evil, just innocence. In that moment, Frank hesitated. Instead of killing the child, he made a fateful decision to raise him, to guide him, to change destiny. Spoiler alert, anyone who thinks that plan ends well doesn't know Frank Castle.